Hello learners, warm welcome. And today we are going to see the first function of management, planning. As already we have seen that management is a process of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling the various resources that are very essential to accomplish the given task. So here we are going to have an outline about the primary function of the management, that is about the planning. When you just see the definition of planning, the definition goes like this. Planning is the process of setting objectives, identifying resources, and determining the actions required to achieve organization goals. Normally, you'll be hearing about many things about the planning. People say that if you fail to plan, then we have to prepare ourselves for failure. So such importance the planning is having. So actually what we are going to do here, or what the managers will be doing when they are given the task of planning for something. First, they have to clearly state the goals or objectives, what they are trying to achieve. When I am starting by my planning process or when I go for a plan, then I have to ensure that I am going to plan for achieving certain objectives. If you're not very clear about the objective, what you're going to achieve, if you're not very clear about what the goal you want to accomplish, then the planning process becomes meaningless. Okay, so we have to be very clear for what purpose, for what objective, for what goal we are going to plan. That is the first thing you have to do it. Then what other things you have to do means you have to identify the different activities. What are the steps I have to take care? What are the steps I have to take so as to reach that particular goal, reach the particular stated objective that I have to identify. So that's also a part of the planning. And the third step, you have to identify what are the resources required, because you know the goal, you know what to do. And if you want to do that, suddenly you need certain resources. The resources may be in the form of people, it may be in the form of time, or it may be in the form of money, or it can be anything. But you have to plan for that also. So your planning includes all these three components. One thing is that you should have a clear-cut objective, a clear-cut goal. The second thing is that you should identify what are the steps we are supposed to be taken, or what are the activities I have to do so that the given objectives can be accomplished. And the third thing, if at all I want to do all those things to achieve the stated objective, then what are the resources I need? So what are the different physical or intellectual or money resources, human resources, everything I have to plan so that the objectives, whatever things I have fixed up, it can be easily reached. Okay, so that is the primary function of the plan, management concept. Then if you see the importance of why we should do all those things, because the planning only, it guides the decision making. Only when you have the plan, then you will have the understanding. Because when you're about to make a decision for a certain situation or for a certain problem, you'll be having a lot of choices. You'll be having a lot of alternatives. But which choice I have to go for, which thing I have to do, which thing I can take up, all these things can be made easily, right? Easily you can take the decision if you are having a clear-cut plan with you. If you have that particular blueprint, you know what type of decisions you can take up, what decision you have to go for. That gives you a complete guidance. The planning gives you the complete guidance in decision-making process. And not only that, planning gives you the proper direction and purpose. When you have a clear blueprint or roadmap, then you know what to do on the particular given task or what to do on the particular given day. Right? So whatever the day you are supposed to spend, whatever the activities supposed you are going to take out, it all goal directed or it all purpose oriented. So this is possible only when you have a clear planning with you. So planning provides direction and purpose. And not only that, the planning enhances efficiency and effectiveness. Already we have seen that efficiency means using the minimal resources without wasting the resources. You are trying to get more result. You are trying to get maximum result. So maximum result and maximum output with the minimal use of resources is very much possible when you have a clear planning. If you don't have the plan, if you don't have the planning, then ultimately the wastage of resources may occur. Definitely there will be a lot of decrease in the efficiency of your actions or decisions. And along with that, effectiveness. Effectiveness is talking about the reaching the goal or accomplishment of a particular objective. So accomplishment of the objective is very much possible if you have a clear-cut planning. If you don't have the plan, and reaching a particular goal may be in risk, right? So that's why this planning gives or enhances the efficiency and the effectiveness of your decision. And the last importance is it helps in resource allocation. As I said earlier, when you have a clear-cut planning, when you have clear-cut plan, you'll be knowing that how the available resources can be allocated for different purposes. What are the human resource requirement is there? What is the availability of the financial resources there? What is the availability of technology, availability of machines, availability of time? So many resources are there, but the allocation of these resources more efficiently and effectively is possible only when you have a clear-cut planning. So these are the importance of planning. So every manager, they have to be very careful. They have to be very careful in taking this particular first step. If the first step, what they are taking, that is in the planning, if it goes waste or if it goes in a wrong direction, and definitely how efficient you are in other function or other aspects like directing, organizing, staffing, controlling, even if you are giving your best out over there, but everything becomes, it's a waste. So that's why as a MBA student, as a managers, one must be very clear about the planning, and this will deal in detail in later classes. So thank you very much. Happy learning.